everybody, and welcome back to the Manchester United FC 25 career mode. In this episode, lads, we are going to have one of the most emotional games of the series so far. That is this game here in the Champions League against the club who we used in our first career mode on this game, that being Celtic. The Scottish champions travel down south to Old Trafford to take us on in the Champions League. Oh God, lads, it's gonna be an emotional game. I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time managing Celtic in the first series of FC 25. We of course won the Champions League in that series, and now we look to beat them in the same competition. I promise you this, Celtic fans who may be tuning into this episode in this game, if I do score against Celtic, I won't celebrate. I can promise you that. But before we get into that full game, let me show you the highlights of some of the other games we have before then. West Bromwich Albion were the first opponents we faced today, and Rasmus Højlund, the man in form this season, was the man who opened up the scoring in this game. A lovely ball over the top there by Garnacho, and Rasmus smacked it home like he always does. Whatever you want to say about Rasmus in real life, he is killing it in this career mode. And he showed that here after 15 minutes as well, getting our second goal of the game. Another assist there by Alejandro Garnacho, and a brilliant strike once again from the Danish striker, who surely now is leading the top scorer chart in the Premier League. I actually haven't looked at that yet. Must have a look at it after this game. West Brom, of course, though, did pull one back, because you know us, we just don't do clean sheets in this game for some reason. Simon getting nowhere near that, in off the post, and that set up a very, very intense second half. But thankfully, we did come out the other end of that half on top yet again. Great ball here by Bruno. Alejandro Garnacho, the man who set up the first two goals, scoring the third and putting us 3-1 up with only about 20 minutes to go. And then after that, Rasmus sealed his hat-trick. Who else to get the assist but Bruno Fernandes? Lovely ball over the top again. Keeper probably should have done a little bit better there, but it was Rasmus who got the hat-trick, and we got the 3 points. Our attention then switched over to the Champions League in a game I would normally play in full on these episodes, but I did want to have at least one Premier League game in this. And when it came down to Sporting and Celtic, I thought because of the Celtic career mode we did previously, I had to play that one in full. So yeah, anyways. Bruno Fernandes here showing Sporting exactly what they're missing, putting us 1-0 up here with a goal against his former side, edge of the box, lovely strike, the captain's first European goal of the season, hopefully not the last. He didn't celebrate against his old team, but that goal did give us the lead. That lead did not last very long, as you can see here. 2 minutes later, the man who won us the Champions League with Celtic, still at Sporting in this career mode, Victor Gyökeres put it past Unai Simon to get an equaliser for the Portuguese outlet, and it was 1-1 after 20 minutes. Then in the 32nd minute, Ahmad got his goal in this game. Garnacho spread out a bit too wide there to have a shot, so he squared it for the Ivorian, who put us 2-1 up. And I thought surely now we can hold on to this lead going into the halftime break. But then I remembered, we are not playing FC 25. We are playing NB2K in disguise. Because Victor Gyökeres then got another goal, another equaliser for Sporting. Just nothing I can do about it. Turns away from Martinez. De Ligt gets nowhere near him. Smashes it past the keeper. It was 2-2 going into the halftime break. We got off to the perfect start though in the second half. Ahmad, who was absolutely knackered at this point, I actually took him off right after this lovely fish and chip goal here, got his second goal of the game. That put us back in front. I love Ahmad to bits. He's having such a great season. He is one of a few players in the squad though whose stamina has been a little bit of an issue, so I will have to try and work on that in his training drills, because it is getting a little bit annoying. Rasmus then got his goal that he usually gets, rounded the keeper, slotted it past him. That gave us a 2-goal advantage here in the second half, and I really thought after this, that is surely the 3 points sealed. And it was, but Bruno just had to get one more goal against his old club. So here's the funny thing about this goal. I did not intend to shoot from that far out. I nearly dropped my remote control, and I panicked. I hit the shoot button, and somehow it went in. But hey, I ain't complaining. 2 goals for Bruno, 2 goals for Ahmad, a goal from Rasmus, 5 for United, 3 points here on match day 2 in the Champions League. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish this is one of the games I picked to play in full on this episode. We have had an all-time classic here at St James's Park against Newcastle United. Did not get off to a good start though. Bruno Fernandes getting a straight red card here for that foul. Our captain sent off merely minutes into the game. I mean, I don't think that's a straight red. I think the player has made it look worse than what it actually was, but we were without our captain for the majority of this game. And 5 minutes later, we were punished for that. Barnes gave Newcastle the lead, bit of a mess there at the back, and he tucked it past Unai Simon to give the Toon Army the lead against the Red Devils. 10 minutes later, that lead was doubled by Alexander Isak. He was absolutely on fire in this game as well. He doubled Newcastle's lead there, and I was really starting to get a bit worried that this may not be our day. We did kick off the second half though with a goal ourselves. Rasmus Højlund, who else, yet again putting the ball in the back of the net. The 10 men did pull one back to open up the second 45 minutes, but of course it turned into a basketball game again, and Newcastle in their next attack put themselves 3-1 up. I can't even speak at the moment. The rage I felt at this moment was on par with the rage I felt in the Europa League final when we conceded that equaliser. After this, I thought surely that's game, set and match, and this is when I thought the game was truly dead and buried. Isak got his hat-trick, put Newcastle 4-1 up. I didn't see any comeback here. 3 goals down to 10 men without our captain. It was looking very, very bleak indeed. But Manchester United are the kings of comebacks. Rasmus Højlund, as soon as we went 4-1 down, went up the other end and got his and our second. And I thought after this, okay, we need to use this momentum and just keep attacking, as the United fans often shout, attack, attack, attack. And that is all we did for the rest of the game. Rasmus then scoring his hat-trick, rounding the keeper. Similar goal to what he got against Sporting in the last game. Lovely finish. So he sealed, I was going to say he sealed the match ball, but Isak also got a hat-trick, so they got a match ball each, I suppose. And then absolute pandemonium in the 87th minute. Anthony Elanga in for Ahmad in this game due to some fatigue issues. Got the equaliser. It's not the first time St James Park has seen a 4-4 draw, but this time it's the away team who came from behind. We snatch a point here when it looked like we weren't going to get anything from this game. Still conceding far too many goals for my liking, but listen, at least we've shown that even when we're down, we're never quite out. Another intense game here, this time up against Crystal Palace, who at the time of recording, Manchester United will be playing in about an hour or so. Rasmus Højlund gave us the lead here. The initial strike saved by former United keeper Dean Henderson, but there was no stopping the rebound. Look at this. Good save by Henderson, but Rasmus was there to put in the rebound to give us the 1-0 lead here. We were actually playing really well in this game. And then this happened. Palace, of course, get one chance. This was their first chance of the game, and they went, I was going to say they went 1-0 up. They equalised, I should say. They make it 1-1. I was convinced he was offside when I first saw it, but he managed to stay on. That was 1-1. And then the pendulum, of course, had to swing into Palace's favour again. Eddie Nketiah, formerly of Arsenal, gives Crystal Palace the lead here. Defence completely breached. Nobody got anywhere near him. And once again, I was very frustrated. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't record for this game, because this was one of those games that made me kind of reconsider why I even played this game in the bloody first place. Rasmus, though, was still on form. He went up the other end in yet another basketball game, got us the equaliser. Good left-footed finish there. Cannot be stopped this season. And then Joshua Zirkzee, a bit of a forgotten man this season, scores his first goal of the season, which gives us the 3 points here in a very, very intense game against Crystal Palace. Just to give you an idea of how well Rasmus Højlund is doing at the moment, he has scored 18 goals in 11 appearances in all competitions. 15 of those coming in the Premier League in just 8 games in that competition. He is absolutely killing it once again this season. But here we go, lads. It's the first full game of the episode. Champions League against Celtic, our former team in FC25. I'm pretty sure this is the first time that the majority of my viewers are probably half hoping that I lose this game. We obviously do have a huge Celtic fan base on this channel, and that of course is because of the career mode we did before this Manchester United career mode. Decided to have a look at their probable lineup here. I know this can change, but I still thought it would be interesting. Their squad looking a little bit different from how our squad looked towards the end of the career mode. Kyogo there still up front. He's obviously left the club in real life recently. Palma there out on the left. I think he went out on loan, if I'm not mistaken. Kuhn on the right. They've got Montgomery there at left back. I just noticed there's Zinchenko. They've signed him as well, but he's injured. Interesting signing for them. Johnston there at right back. What a player he was. Bernardo, McGregor, Hatate, Scales. I've got Sinisalo in goal. Schmeichel would have been retired by now as well. Oh, lads, this is going to be an emotional one, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's get into it. First full game of the episode. Manchester United versus Celtic. We did beat Rangers in the Europa League last season, just like United did in real life. And now we play the best team in Glasgow, Celtic Football Club. This, of course, is England's first European champions versus Scotland's first and only European champions. It promises to be a classic. I always love when English teams play Scottish teams in Europe. There's always a really good atmosphere. It's always a great occasion. And this promises to be a great game as well. Let's hope so, at least. And as you can see there, Dazen Maeda, haven't been playing him an awful lot this season, but to steal a quote from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he was penciled in for this one. I had to play Maeda in this game. He is starting there on the left-hand side. We've gone with a fairly strong team. I've put Garnacho over on the right. Ahmad was missing just a little bit of energy, so I decided to put him on the bench. Everything else is quite strong, as you can see. So without further ado, lads, let's just get into it. Manchester United versus Celtic at Old Trafford. No brick walls to teleport through, so hopefully that means not an awful lot of luck for Celtic in this game. But as I said, lads, if I score in this game, I won't celebrate. I just can't. Not against Celtic. We had an amazing time in that career mode, which was culminated with victory in the Champions League final against Arsenal. But Celtic getting off to a lively start here. Kyogo. Oh my bloody god. He may not be at Celtic in real life anymore, but he very nearly put them 1-0 up here. That actually gave me a bit of a mini heart attack. I'm not taking Celtic lightly, but I do think that we should be winning this game. Mazraoui going for the cross there, but it's blocked. Manchester United and Celtic have played each other quite a few times in the Champions League. Played each other 4 times in the group stage between 2006 and 2008. United winning 2 of those games, both at Old Trafford, 3-2 in 06, 3-0 in 08, and Celtic did get a famous win against United at Celtic Park. Nakamura's free kick and Louis Saha missing a penalty, and then a 1-1 draw in the group stage in 08-09. Hard to believe the two teams haven't played in a competitive game since. I do remember United beating Celtic in a friendly in 2010. I think that was Chris Smalling's first game. There's Bruno now. Mazraoui. Hulman. Oh, was there. But a good interception. Celtic did lose their first 2 Champions League games in the league phase. I did have a quick look at the table beforehand. They are currently second from bottom. But of course they'll turn up against us. It's Palma. Good block there by Martinez. Celtic getting off to a lively start here. Brendan Rodgers, former Liverpool manager as well, looking on. You know what? I got so used to looking at Joe Turl in the Celtic dugout. It's actually weird for me to see Rodgers in the Celtic dugout in the game. Oh my god. Bloody hell. We're living dangerously here. We managed to get rid of it. Here's Alphonso Davies now. Over to Maeda, his first touch of the ball. What can he do, the Japanese winger? Oh, he's done really well here. But just a bit of a heavy touch. And Johnston will clear it. Of course, we are looking for our first clean sheet in the Champions League as well. As mentioned, Celtic second from bottom. We are actually second from top. Here's Kuhn. Oh, well done, Kuhn. Good save again by Unai Simon. Celtic have been the better team. And I'm not taking it easy on them. At least not consciously. Bruno on the run here. Bruno Fernandes. Rasmus Højlund. Oh, good save by Sinisalo. Really good save by the goalkeeper. Half an hour in here, still 0-0. Game has gone very quick though. First big opportunity we've had. I'm going to take this corner short. Over to Maeda. Oh, I thought for a second it was going to go in around the back. But it has gone out for a goal kick. Yeah, so as I mentioned, even historically, United haven't always gotten heavy results over Celtic. The 3-0, obviously, in 2008, the biggest result. But Celtic looking to go on the attack here again. Good interception there by De Ligt. Now Manuel Ugarte. Over to Alphonso Davies. Oh, lovely from Alphonso Davies. That's brilliant from the Canadian. Oh, but he gets intercepted right before he could have the shot. And Celtic clear it away again. I tell you what, they've actually surprised me a bit here, Celtic. They have been absolutely fantastic. Full credit where it's due. Martinez with the good interception there. And can we go on the break now? They're pushing us back quite a lot. Ugarte and Martinez do well there. The Uruguayan looking to go on a bit of a run now. Goes back over to Davies, who will be going up against his compatriot there, and Alistair Johnston. Really good football though. Alphonso Davies. Rasmus. And that's going to be half time. No added time. That is a rarity in this game. 0-0. And Celtic have probably had the better chances, you have to say. Not been our best performance. And we go into the half-time break level at 0-0. That's another rarity in this game, where we don't have any goals. Normally, we actually have too many of them. So this is a bit of a change of pace. Is Maeda to get things going here in the second half. Now Bruno. Oh, Maeda. Can you believe it? Oh, can you believe it? I can't celebrate. I can't celebrate. Of all players, it had to be Dazen Maeda. It's 1-0 to Manchester United against Celtic. He's not celebrating, neither am I. I know you can't see me right now. I'm putting up the hands. I'm not celebrating. I can't. I've got too much respect and love for Celtic. I'm not celebrating. It had to be him, didn't it? He hasn't been involved too much this season, but he was slotted in for this game, penciled in for this game, and he gets the opening goal. What are you celebrating for, lad? Stop! I hate when they do that. You do the no celebrate thing, and then all of a sudden they start celebrating like they've just scored the winning goal at the Champions League final. But it's 1-0 to United. Oh, but Celtic looking to go right up the other end and equalise. Good block there by Alessandro Martinez. And here's Matthias De Ligt now. Oh, what the hell, De Ligt? Bloody hell. Furuhashi. Unai Simon with the save. I thought I was still playing for Celtic there for a second, passing it right to a player, I was going to say in a green and white shirt. They're not wearing the green and white today. They are in the away strip. Here's Ugarte now. Oh, he's done well there. It's Maeda again. Just gets dispossessed before he could get the pass off to Rasmus. Oh, Davies wins the header, but it's a Celtic player who ends up picking it up. Ugarte tries to get stuck in. Kyogo Furuhashi now. Engels. Palma, good tackle by Mazraoui. But they hold on to the ball. Oh, what a turn. What a turn that was. But a good interception yet again. Bruno now over to Rasmus. Garnacho. Navrocki does well there. That fucking traitor in our Celtic career mode went to Rangers. Rangers paid his release clause without me knowing, and he bloody signed for them. Didn't prove to be a good decision for him either. As Davies as well to win back that header. This has not been the most entertaining game. This is typical. I have a couple of barn burners as I give the ball right back to them. And then the first full game I play, we've only got the one goal. But I had to play this Celtic game. I just had to. And hopefully we might get them at Celtic Park at some stage down the line. Here's Bruno Fernandes. This could wrap it up. Bruno, 2-0. I'll leave Bruno celebrate. I'm not celebrating. I'm still holding my hands up. Not going to celebrate that goal. as happy as I am to get it. 2-0 to Manchester United. We've absorbed all the Celtic pressure, and we've gone up the other end and scored again. 2-0. He got 2 goals in the last game against his former team in Sporting, and he's gotten another one here against Celtic. And I think it's probably time now to make some changes. Garnacho's a little bit tired. I'll bring on Elanga. Mazraoui's knackered as well. Let's bring on Dallo, and let's bring on Kirkes for Alphonso Davies. Freshen things up a bit there. Down the flanks. And hopefully we can see out a first clean sheet in the Champions League this season, and a rare clean sheet in this career mode. But I tell you what, Celtic have created quite a few chances, so I won't be surprised if they create another one here. Not a great ball. Not a great ball. You can definitely see where Celtic need to invest in this career mode, but obviously in the Scottish League that can take some time, as we know very well. Hulman now. You can see Maeda there over the top. Oh, he's done well to win the corner there as well. Done really well there, Dazen Maeda. Bruno will take this corner now. Don't really score from corners a lot in this career mode. De Ligt can't put that one on target. De Ligt is a bit tired as well. Let's bring on Harry Maguire. Lenny Yoro, again, another player who's absolutely knackered after playing just one game. So I did put Maguire on the bench, and he will make his way onto the pitch now. Could have brought on Branthwaite as well, but I don't like playing with 2 left-footed centre-backs. So it is Harry Maguire who will make his way onto the pitch. But 10 minutes left. It's been good to come up against this side again. It really has. But it's not over yet. Oh, what a cheeky ball over the top that nearly was. Really well read there by Diogo Dallo. Fenerbahce there, 2-2 against Atletico. I will show you the Champions League table after this game as well, to show you what the lay of the land is after match day 3 of this competition. Bruno with a ball over the top for Rasmus. Couldn't get there. They defended quite well, Celtic, apart from the 2 goals they've conceded. It was 2 good goals as well, if I do say so myself. But we've defended really well too, for the most part. Maybe not in the first half, but in the second half, we've definitely been a lot more secure at the back than what we normally are. Maeda here again. Up back to Bruno. Rasmus, can he get his customary goal? Yes, he can. It's 3-0, just like it was back in 2008. Again, I'm not celebrating. Holding my hands up for a 3rd time. Manchester United will be getting the 3 points here, as the biggest team in England take on the biggest team in Scotland. Lovely football there. Maeda to Bruno, to Rasmus. I thought for a second I might have held on to it for a bit too long. Just to run down the clock a bit as well, I will make one last change. Who will I bring on? I'll bring on Branthwaite, why not? He is a new signing. We'll try and get him as many appearances as we can. Take off Lisandro Martinez. But that will seal the 3 points here. The referee will blow the whistle basically straight away after we score the 3rd and final goal. And it's our first clean sheet in the Champions League. Commiserations to Celtic. Hopefully they can pull together a few results and maybe finish in a playoff place, although it has become very, very difficult for them now. But still, I wish them nothing but the best, and thankfully we get the 3 points and the clean sheet against them here. So this is how things currently stand in the Champions League table. As you can see there, we are level on points with Benfica in first place. We lie in second. Dortmund and Real Madrid on 9 points as well. It is goal difference at the moment that has Benfica up on top. Fair play to them. Is there anyone kind of struggling that you wouldn't expect to see struggling? Not really. Rangers up in 10th there, sitting in Arsenal with a few mixed results there. The more we go down the table then, there's nothing overly surprising. Don't really like to see that though. Celtic bottom of the table. We did have to contribute to that though, I'm afraid. But we are second in this Champions League table, and hopefully we can keep this unbeaten run going in that competition. The highlights here against West Ham at the London Stadium and did pick up the 3 points. Who else but Rasmus Højlund to open up the scoring, this time on his right foot. Lovely finish there into the side of the net, and that gave us the 1-0 advantage here with our first attack of the game. They're not showing it, but in the first half we did actually save a penalty as well. Unai Simon saved from Oyarzabal, and then Diogo Dalot, who got the winner in the first Champions League game that we played against Anderlecht, or at least one of the goals that contributed to that win, gets his first Premier League goal of the season here, putting us 2-0 up against West Ham and looking like we're going to get 3 points in the capital, and that is exactly what we did. Ahmad then getting the third goal to completely seal it. 3-0 here against West Ham. Lovely stuff. The League Cup may not be the highest priority for me this season, but I still wouldn't mind winning it, and we have advanced through to the League Cup quarter-finals. Bruno Fernandes there giving us the lead, putting it past former Manchester United goalkeeper Sam Johnston in the Wolves net. Wolves though in the Championship in this career mode, and now out of the League Cup as well. Adam Smith, the next Ryan Giggs, had a brilliant performance in this game. He was unlucky not to score in the first half. He had quite a few chances, but he put away that one with half an hour to go. He has been absolutely brilliant anytime we have put him into the Matchday squad. I'm trying not to overplay him too much. I'm kind of putting him in and out of the team every few games. I think that's a good way to work with some young players, but anytime he's been called upon, he's actually done quite well, and here is him proving that by getting this goal, which set us on the way to going through to the quarter-final. But there was one more, just for good measure. Rui Rocha, Cristiano Ronaldo's regen, he made it 3-0. Lovely finish there from the Portuguese striker, and a lovely victory to put us through to the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. We are now the final game of the episode, and it is against third place Aston Villa. We lie in second, which makes this game just a little bit more interesting. But there's something I wanted to point out here, which I was really kind of proud about. Look at who's playing on the left-hand side for Aston Villa. None other than Marcus Rashford, who in real life has joined Aston Villa on loan. So I actually predicted this transfer before it was even a conversation. We did sell Rashford to Villa in January of season 1, and this is the first time I'll actually be coming up against him because we simmed the game against Villa last season. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how we get on against them. And let's just pray that Marcus Rashford does not come back to haunt us. Fingers crossed anyway. Touch wood. Villa, who get things kicked off here in the Premier League, second against third. Can we get the 3 points here to wrap up this episode? That Newcastle game did slightly derail us a little bit. We are still unbeaten in the league though. Palace as well was a tough game, so I'm expecting a very tough game here from Aston Villa as well. Here's Thuram over to Ross Barkley. Rashford actually doesn't look like he's starting this game. I think he actually might be on the bench. I did skip the official lineups. I probably shouldn't have. I know in the probable lineup, it's not always going to be that team. Obviously, they call it probable for a reason. But still, kind of surprised I'm not starting him. But anyways, whatever. We can't be focused too much on that. Here's Hjulman. Good block there. Oh, I thought there was an injury there for a second. My heart. I thought Hjulman was gone down injured, but thankfully he's alright. Ugarte, looking for Alphonso Davies, but he wasn't able to get there. Gets it back though. Rasmus to Bruno. Ahmad onside. Oh, what a save by Martinez. Ahmad on his weaker side. Unable to beat the goalkeeper, but we do get a corner, which I'm taking short. I can't be bothered whipping these corners in anymore. Nothing ever comes from them. Ahmad's done really well. Martinez, Hjulman, back with Lissandro Martinez. The sting was kind of taken out of the shot a bit from the defender. Here's Thuram. Barkley. Wonder what his rating is now, Ross Barkley. Not sure what it actually is to start the game. Former wonder kid in this game. Oh, what a ball. And it's Onana and it's 1-0. Oh, Aston Villa tearing us apart there. Onana, not our former goalkeeper, but the former Everton player, now applying his trade for Aston Villa, has given them the lead here at Old Trafford. I mean, how is De Ligt not getting there? It's beautiful football, to be fair. Huge gap through the middle, though. We really should have done better at stopping that. Andre is not even his name, mate. Do you know what I mean? But he is the first player to get on the score sheet today. Martinez there with a good run. For some reason, I couldn't tell it was on the ball there for a second. I half doubted myself, even though it literally says the players' names in the bottom corners of the screen, but whatever. Here's Maatsen now. Oh, good tackle there by Diogo Dalot. Right back has been a little bit of a weird position. Nobody has actually nailed down that position yet between Dalot and Mazraoui. Dalot's probably in slightly better form at the moment, but I do like Mazraoui as well. Makes it interesting. Here's Ahmad. Probably held on to it for too long, and then he gets dispossessed. Konza now gets it off Bailey, and back to Leon Bailey again. Oh, it's Thuram, and it's 2-0. Fucking stupid fucking defence again! Oh! Villa tearing us apart yet again. I'll tell you what, lads, this is the most frustrated I've been playing this game in quite some time. It really is. Nobody getting anywhere near him. Keeper can't get near the shot either. Jota looking very frustrated there. On the touchline, as I take a sip of Ishka there, my bad. But we're 2-0 down to Villa. Oh, and Bruno fucking gives it right back to them. What are we doing? Well, Jesus, they don't even need Rashford. At the moment, they're tearing us apart without him. Oh, I mean, what is going on there? Oh my God, it's going to be 3-0. Probably should have been, to be fair. Simon gets it. Over to Alphonso Davies. Well, United did come from 2-0 down against Villa in late 2023. Now we need to do it again. Garnacho, great ball over the top for Amad Diallo. On his right foot, can't even hit the bloody target. A beautiful ball. Maybe should have taken a touch and waited for Rasmus. And it goes wide of the post. Well, this would not be a good game for us to lose. As I say, Villa are right behind us in the league. Rasmus, Garnacho on his left foot. I think that took a little bit of a deflection. Martinez, his compatriot, puts it out for another corner. Ahmad. Oh, well done, Ahmad. On his left foot this time. Still can't hit the target. Oh, this is a bit worrying, lads. I'm not going to lie. Villa getting two big chances and taking them, and we are wasting our chances. Not what you like to see. Oh, they've got a man down injured now. I think the play is going to be halted here in a sec, is it? No, he's getting up. I think that was Philogene. Oh, good ball again though. Ahmad, try not to waste this one. Back with Rasmus, get in! He scored his first Premier League goal in this fixture, in that game I mentioned earlier in late 2023. There's been no shortage of Premier League goals this season though, and he adds to his tally, and we pull one back right at the end of the half. Perfect time to score. United 1, Villa 2. It's all to play for now. Ahmad did really well there to pick out Rasmus Højlund. And now we have a bit of a lifeline. 2-1 down at half time. Haven't played terribly. We've just been a bit wasteful. Villa scoring two of the most FC 25 goals you'll ever see in terms of goals you concede. But as I said, we have a lifeline. We are still in this game. Oh, let's try and get these 3 points. A quick toilet break there, my bad. But we are back for the second half. 2-1 down. But not out. We already proved that at St. James's Park. And now we need to do it here at the Theatre of Dreams. Here's Garnacho. Oh, Rasmus. Oh, I probably delayed that for a bit too long. Ahmad. Diogo Dalot. Oh. But if he'd scored that, maybe he would be nailing down his position at right back over Mazraoui. Dalot again. Oh. On his left foot that time. Again, misses the target. But a lively start here in this second half. Martinez with the goal kick. Can De Ligt win the header? Oh, no, he can't. Barkley now over to Leon Bailey. Oh, he's done Martinez there. He's really done him. Simon with the save. Out for a corner. Which Philogene's going to go over and take. They've still got John Duran on the bench as well. Obviously, he's going to Al Nassr in real life. join up with Cristiano Ronaldo and co. Bit disappointed at that, to be honest. Listen, I know the money is always going to be the main attraction for Saudi Arabia, but a player at that age, in the form he was in, it's a little bit disappointing to see him sell out, as some would say. But anyways, here's Ahmad. Garnacho. Ahmad! Get in there! Ahmad Diallo gets the equaliser. It's 2-2 here at Old Trafford. He picks up the ball. We want to get this game restarted as quickly as possible. Joe Turl just trying to calm things there on the touchline. But he set up the first one, Ahmad. He scored the second. And it's United 2, Villa 2 here at Old Trafford. Garnacho with the assist. Ahmad with the finish. The two wingers combining. And it's anyone's game now. Let's be having you, Villa. Let's be bloody having you. They're the ones who look to go on the attack now at Leon Bailey. Still not bringing on Rashford. I know I said I need to stop focusing on that, but obviously is a very interesting storyline. I think there was an offside there. Oh no, it's an advantage. Oh, it's Bailey. No. Oh my God. Barkley puts it wide. He's coming off now for Gundogan, who they did sign on a free. Still no sign of Rashford. Must not be going well for him at Villa Park. Oh, Davies surely taken out there. That's going to be a card as well. I feel like nobody's gotten sent off against us this season. And it's not going to happen here just yet. Bailey only gets a yellow. I mean, Martinez has been sent off twice. Bruno was sent off in this episode. Dallo was sent off as well against Leicester earlier on in the season. Had a few too many red cards for my liking. But Villa now have a yellow. Hulman. Oh, beautiful. Ahmad Diallo on his right foot. Puts us 3-2 up. What a comeback here at Old Trafford. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does it better than Manchester United. 2-0 down, but never did we look like we were out. We've created far more chances than them since going 2-0 down. We've taken 3 of them. Ahmad with the brace. Great ball by Hulman. I was kind of in two minds. I didn't know whether to take that shot with the right foot or to try and square it. But thankfully it's worked out. And with 20 minutes to go, we do take the lead for the first time here against the Villains. But it's not been easy in the slightest. Maatsen did really well to hold on to that. Gundogan now formerly a Man City. It's Thuram, who thankfully can't get an awful lot of power behind that strike. We don't need to rush this. Unai Simon can hold on to it there for a little bit longer. Manuel Ugarte now into Alphonso Davies. May have to take him off soon though. He's missing a bit of energy. Garnacho's going to be about a million miles offside there. But it will give us a chance to freshen things up a bit. Kirkez, who's gone up to an 82, can come on there at left back. Harry Maguire will come on for De Ligt just because he's missing that bit of energy. And I know he's got the 2 goals, but we will bring on Anthony Elanga for Ahmad. We do have some big games coming up after this as well, which will be in the next episode. Stay tuned till the end of this episode as well, lads. Not only will I show you the Premier League table and also who we get in the League Cup quarter-final, but there's a slightly different schedule this week when it comes to this career mode, and I will reveal that once this game is complete, so stay tuned for that. Can we see this result out though? Gundogan over to Bailey. Martinez doesn't have the pace to keep up with him, or does he? Well, yes he does, but he can't get there. It is Marcus Rashford. I didn't even realise he'd come on. Oh my God, I didn't even see Rashford coming on. They must have brought him on the same time as we made our subs. Oh my God, heart was in my mouth there. But thankfully he didn't come back to haunt us just yet. But this is what I worried about. I wonder how we'll do with Villa in real life. That is going to be interesting, especially in the Champions League, because Villa did qualify for the last 16. Anthony Elanga doing really well here. Lovely by Anthony Elanga. Garnacho, is he onside? Is he? Yes, he is! And surely Alejandro Garnacho seals the 3 points here 4-2 to Manchester United. What a performance. Never a dull moment. We've said it time and time again. And this game goes to show why that catchphrase has become so prominent on the channel. Lovely left-footed finish there. Not the easiest angle to score from either. He beats his international teammate Emi Martinez. And that is surely that now. We'll freshen things up again with only a few minutes to go. Delo is a bit tired. We'll bring on Mazraoui. And who else will I bring on? You know what? Actually, no. Let's bring on Menu. I was gonna bring on Xerxes, but I'm gonna bring on Kobe Menu. I did actually experiment with him at number 10 in one of the games I showed you the highlights of earlier. I can't remember what it was, but we ended up changing it around. Didn't really quite work out. As well as he plays there in real life, wasn't a big fan of it in the game. So I think I will be playing him as that centre mid / CDM in this series. I think he'll get more chances there as well. Oh, Villa are in here again though. Rashford, good block by Harry Maguire. 4 added minutes. As we're 2 goals up, surely that has to be that now. Let's try and not concede a third goal though. Can we score a 5th ourselves? Not a great ball there by Menu. Onana into Rashford, who they're playing up front as well. Thuram, oh, he's probably going to get this 3rd goal now, is he? Not yet. Good save by Unai Simon. Villa will get the corner. We have won this game, but I'd like to win it by the 2-goal margin. Oh, well done, Harry Maguire. Well done, Harry Maguire. Bruno can just get rid of it. And that seals 3 points. In the battle of 2nd versus 3rd, it is the 2nd place team with the victory. 2-0 down after half an hour. We've come back and won this game 4-2. A comeback of champions, some would say. Let's have a look at where that puts us now in the Premier League table. The fact that that game was 2nd place versus 3rd place, it actually has put us up into top spot after winning that game, which makes it all the more sweet. 10 games played, 8 won, 2 draws, 2 points clear of Manchester City in 2nd place. A very, very promising start to the season, and seeing that 0 there, that donut in the L slot, makes me very, very happy. Still need to work on our defensive capabilities. 16 conceded is a bit too much for my liking. I mean, to be fair, some of the teams around us have conceded a similar amount of goals. Villa, ironically, actually have one of the better defences. We scored 4 of those 9 that they've conceded. But listen, the main thing is that we are top of the league. I can also reveal as well, in the League Cup, we did get Preston North End. Another home draw as well. Still a few big teams left in the competition. Tottenham, City, Chelsea and Arsenal all still there in the League Cup. But we did get quite a good draw, so you'd expect us to get through to the semi-finals, and hopefully we can do that. But lads, that will do it for this episode. Slight change to the schedule this week. Normally it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday I do the episodes. There is going to be 4 episodes this week. Obviously this is the first one. There's going to be another one tomorrow, and there's also going to be episodes on Wednesday and Thursday. United are playing in real life on Friday. I didn't want to go head to head with that, so I've decided to put in a bonus episode this week, and also to change the schedule of the Friday episode to a Thursday episode. But other than that, it's as you were. Still an episode at Monday and Wednesday, and as I said, those episodes on Tuesday and Thursday as well. Probably over-explained it, but anyways, there you go. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did like this episode, or if you did enjoy this episode, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care.